Hey there, rock and roll art stars. This is Mrs. Rothermel, and I'm about to tell you all about our safe classroom return. Yeah, so I'm gonna be going over rules and procedures that if you had me last year, you'll remember. And then our COVID ones, and if I had you last semester, just consider this a reminder. And yeah, I changed a few things. So let's get it started. So, safe classroom return. So, here are our classroom COVID safety rules: we social distance, we mask up, we sanitize our hands, we sit down, we stay seated, we stay cool, stay safe, stay healthy, keep others healthy so we can stay in school. All right? So, let's break these down. So, we social distance. When we're standing in line, like outside of my classroom, and you're waiting for me to check your name off on the roster, like we do every stinking day, you show social distance. You stand 6 feet apart, and when I next person moves on down the line, you unless I invite you a little closer, we could do the 3 feet if we got our masks on, but you know the rest. So yeah, whenever we're waiting in line, when I'm talking to Mrs. Rothmel, oh, that's me. When we're walking, I should say in the classroom, into the classroom, when we're leaving the classroom. Oh, yeah, we social distance while we're sitting in our seats. What does that mean? Well, y'all got an assigned seat, so we got to stay there. I can't keep moving you around because contact tracing. Yeah, yeah. So, assigned seat. And we need to face front at all times. I know you're tempted to turn your head and see what I'm doing while I'm talking, but always face that flat screen TV, please. Thank you. Yeah, so whenever we get out of our seats, we social distance. So if we have to get up for something, like you raise your hand and I call on you, you don't be walking close to people's chairs and stuff like that while you're coming up to see me or while you're leaving. We mask up. I know this has been a problem. Our noses and mouths are always covered up at all times. Okay? And I'll talk more about that in detail in a little bit. We sanitize our hands. So, when we enter the classroom, actually before we enter the classroom, when you're waiting in line to be checked in, after I check you off, you step to the side and you get a squirt of that hand sanitizer and you sanitize those hands before you come in the room. That's how we're going to do that from now on. Anytime you touch your masks, you should be hand sanitizing. I'm hoping you got your own. If not, I have that big 5-gallon bottle. Better than nothing. We stay seated. So once we come in, until I give you permission to move, you need to stay seated in your seat. Why? Well, COVID-19. You cannot just get up and talk to someone or show someone something. You got to stay in your seat. And you certainly can't get up and go ask me a question. Got to stay in your seat. Got to raise that hand and wait patiently for me to call on you. It's how it goes. I mean, it's a lot of the same rules we already had, but just a little stricter because of COVID-19. Yeah, I know it sucks, and I don't even like that we must do all of these things, but we must to stay healthy. We stay cool. I think this is my favorite one. So we must all try our very best to follow all of these COVID safety rules. We must relax. So what I mean by staying cool is, don't lose your temper. It's what we have to do. And yeah, we need to relax more. I don't mean being lazy, but you know what I mean. We must be patient, yes. We must wait to take our turns. And we might even wait longer now that, if we have to social distance. We are all in this together and we can get through it, but we must all work together. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep others healthy so we can stay in school. All right. We do rules. These are my classroom, I should say our classroom rules. Short and sweet and to the point. We do quiet, seated, nice, patient, working, respectful, raised hand. Let me break it down for you. So we do quiet. That means if I'm talking to the class, you're quiet, you're silent. Simple. We even need to be more quiet because it's hard to talk through a mask for me, and I don't have to yell. If I call on anybody, we all need to be quiet so I can hear what they're saying, so you can hear what they're saying. Wouldn't you want the same? We do seated. Yeah, we have to stay in our seats unless given permission to move. Bottom line, especially now. We do nice. We got to be nice. We do patient. Take our turns. And part of patience is being nice. We do working. Yeah. If we're doing something in a class on the Zoom, yeah, in the classroom, yeah, don't be playing games or Google messengering your friends or watching YouTube videos. You're working. And if I'm doing a lesson, we're paying attention to the lesson. If we're watching a video, we're watching a video. Same thing. We're respectful to ourselves, to each other, to our classroom. We do raised hand. Yes. If you need anything, quietly raise that hand. And be patient. Ooh, I'm sorry that kind of cut off there, but we have a think sheet exclusion. So verbal warning, think sheet exclusion, contact home detention, and referral. Not necessarily in that order. So if you're breaking any of these rules, COVID or just classroom, be prepared. So our think sheet. Our think sheet now is a Google form. So rather than write on a sheet of paper, it's paperless, it's a Google form. If I put you in the hallway to take a moment, mindful moment, and I need you to write about it, reflect on it, your art room think sheet is going to be a Google form, and I'll share it with you. So you can just fill it out. There's multiple choice and some short answer. Fill it out. All right, here's our special presentation on masking up. Yeah, we got to mask up. Very, very, very important, especially now that we're back. So I know it says 2020 reopening plan, but it's still basically the same things are still happening in our school corporation. So all staff, students, and visitors will be required to wear a mask face covering at all times. And it says mask breaks will be scheduled for students throughout the day with physical distancing of 6 feet or greater if possible. Refusal to wear a face covering. Students refusing to wear a face covering when required will be reminded of the expectation and expected to comply with the request. Continued refusal to comply with face covering requirements will result in disciplinary measures. Students and families that are unwilling to wear a face covering should opt into the MCAS online or virtual academy learning model. And I also put my own little 2 cents in there. Refusal to wear a face covering properly over your mouth and nose. Yeah. Same thing. We wear a mask not only to protect ourselves, but to protect others. Your mask should cover your mouth and your nose. Don't touch your mask while you're wearing it, as tempting as it is. handle it. If you are, taking it off and putting it on, when you do take it off and put it back on, handle it only with the ear loops or the ties. And make sure you wash your hands before putting on your mask and after you're removing it. Yeah. That was a new one for me when we went back in October. I was like, wow, makes sense to wash your hands or sanitize at least. So if you accidentally touch that mask, yeah. All right, so it says secure the mask to your head. Make sure it fits snugly, covers the bridge of your nose, and stretches under your chin. So it's completely covering your nose and mouth. If you're having problems with it, I can, we'll figure out a way to tighten it up so it fits better. After touching your mask, always wash or sanitize your hands. If you need to adjust the mask at any point, don't forget to clean your hands again. I'm hoping your family is screening you every day before you come to school. Teachers have to fill out a form every day before they come into the building about the symptoms. And, if you have the fever of 100.4, sore throat, cough or shortness of breath, new loss of taste and smell, headache, diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting, abdominal pain. So if you have any of those symptoms, or if you were in close contact within 6 feet for more than 15 minutes with anyone confirmed with COVID-19, yes to any of the questions, you shouldn't be coming to school. You should be isolating and contacting your healthcare provider and getting tested. And only a positive test or provider diagnosis can confirm it. I think we'll be looking at the back page. It says, if you have trouble breathing, chest pain, or new confusion, call 911. All right. Oh, yeah. I design my own masks through snapfish.com, photography, purchasing site. So you upload your photos and you can design different things. I think, yes, that was all. So rock on, rock and roll art stars. And make sure you fill out the Safe Classroom Return Google form in Google Classroom. All right. I look forward to more days in person with you. Take care.